A black and white illustration shows multiple people working around a waterfall and river landscape. Some stand on wooden platforms and structures built into the rocky terrain, while others work in and around the water below the cascading falls. A black and white illustrated scene shows multiple people positioned around a body of water with a waterfall in the background. Wooden structures and railings are visible on both banks, with figures standing on platforms and rocky terrain.
Here inside the 10-Minute Voices, we bring in a lot of presenters from all over the country and actually sometimes internationally to speak with you on something related to Lewis and Clark or the cultures and communities that they met along their journey. And with us at this hour are Jay McConville and Daryl Broncho. They're here to share with you a little bit of some fishing instruments and all kinds of interesting fishing equipment and styles of the Nez Perce people. So let's give them a nice warm welcome.
Thank you. Well, I don't know where to start. So I've never done this before, and it's all new to me. Other than the fishing, I've done that quite a bit. This is the gaff hook. I'm not sure when we started using them. Before that, we were using bones from our kills, made little spears out of them. Now we resorted to these. And we have a dip net here.
A person in a red shirt and baseball cap stands at a black podium with white text listing government agencies and departments. They are gesturing with their hand while facing the podium in what appears to be an indoor presentation setting.
Sorry. 80-pound test line. These are made from old bed springs. They have a trigger on here. When the fish gets in there, this trigger will let loose. This will wrap around the fish. The fish can't get out. These nets we used down at the Columbia River before the dams were built. We have several pictures here of a lot of our tribal members and Yakimas and Warm Springs and Umatelas.
I'm off. This was Celilo Falls right here. If I'd have known earlier.
A person in a red shirt stands on a stage near a wooden podium. Below, several people are seated facing the stage. A blue banner with text is visible behind them.
Where I was going to be doing this presentation, I would have brought a DVD of my uncle's. He's got about 50 minutes of footage of Celilo Falls.
Folks see these before. These are down where the Dallas Dam's built right now. Oops. My family used to go down there quite a few years back.
They used to have a trolley type thing that went across on a wire that ran across the top of the river to get from side to side. Yeah. They would send the kids across there, and from what I heard, there was people that were younger that would go across on that. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying. They used to send there was like a trolley that used to go across the top of the water.
Yeah, I was there pretty when I was a little kid.
Lilo. He's got some more pictures over here. Pictures.
Yeah. See, these people here, they're using the gaff, the dip nets. And they're a little longer than the 14-footer we're using.
Where do you put them when you're out there like that?
Oh, they have guys standing around in the back with them.
Okay, thinking you have big fish and then, once you catch them,
We'll grab another.
Some days they're like 30 pounds or better. Now they're really hardly 20.
Another.
This is the gaff pole. They had a rig a gaff pole. It's a little weather beat. I've had it for 3 years. And my point's too big. Hope I can just get it to stay for a little bit.
This is.
Anyway, it goes right
This
here.
is.
Tied almost every 18
Yeah.
inches.
Rock sticking out is the one that I always think of,
Oh yeah.
from somewhere else.
A person wearing a cream-colored shirt and a white bandana with blue pattern sits at a table. Behind them, other people are seated, and a wooden podium with flags is visible in the background.
I wish I would have got to see it. Yeah. Yeah. There was people that used to go across to what was I gonna say? Oh no, not here. This is dammed up now. There's, I've done dip netting,
The
but
reason we tie it so far up,
not.
if the tip breaks, we'll still have their fish with the extra line we have on here.
At this point in time, it was
This is
all
on-
Native Americans, I believe.
This sits on the tip.
They
of this.
dammed it up, and pretty much just there's no way to
What we do
fish
is-
over there anymore.
Running water
This is
will fill the fish.
all gone now.
But you can tell a rock from a fish because it's softer. And you'll turn your hook
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
gaff
sorry.
it. Pull it out. This will be hanging like it was. And the fish will still be on there. I learned how to gaff before they built Lower Granite down at El Poway, down there by Clarkston, or Chief Timothy.
Back at
No,
the house,
okay.
they have
The old people used
they're
to
carrying
suckers. I don't
every
think
time they
they're
carry their
carrying
pole
old people
over there,
with suckers
they dip it
anymore.
in and they
Spring
pull
run.
it out, and like one after another, they'd go over there and they'd pull them out. Just
And they ate everything. They ate the head and
go
everything.
fast, one after another, though.
The dip net,
Knock them out.
they used it
Carry 'em
down in
back to
Columbia
wherever
back in the
they were.
early,
They'd dash them out.
well, probably in the 50s, probably in the 40s, before the dams were built. And we use these today still. We use the gaff hooks today still. There's times the tribe will tell us not to use these because it damages the fish. We'll have to resort to the dip net, and that's happened quite a few years recently because of the runs. But we've been having pretty strong runs here lately. I fish. I teach my boys to fish. My future son-in-law here, he fishes too, but I'm getting to know him a little more. We hunt a lot. Well, this is not about hunting, but this is about fishing. We still fish down by Cascade Locks, down there at the Middle Fork of the Salmon. We still fish at Rapid River. We still fish at down at Columbia in Zone 6, I think it is. We still fish in Clear Creek. Don't fish. We'll fish all our old rivers, the Naha, the Grand Round, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington. We still fish today.
A person in a red t-shirt and cap stands speaking, gesturing with their hands. Behind them is a projection screen and a banner listing various U.S. government departments. A water bottle sits on the table beside them.
Because it's within our treaty. We signed a treaty with the United States government, and Chief Joseph at the time was thinking of the future, and that's where we're at today still. So, even though we're on a small reservation. We don't cross, I don't anymore cross private property to fish anymore. I go pretty much where everybody else goes. Because some people don't want us passing their land or whatever. So anyway, this is a gaff hook. This is what they look like before we.
A person wearing a red shirt and black baseball cap stands at a table or podium. Behind them is a dark banner with white text referencing government departments and natural resources. Indoor setting with fluorescent lighting visible above.
Start them. But they're, excuse me. I got this in here at the White Elephant in Spokane. A lot of these you can get over in Portland or my buddy, he gets his out of Florida because he has a daughter down there. She sends them up to him. They're not rusty. These hooks here belong to my dad, so they're keepsakes. They're pretty old. They've been around for quite a while. Eventually, my sons will have them. It's one of my sons over there. The dip net. The dip net, if the river's flowing, you want to go down with the net, where the fish will get in there, like I demonstrated earlier. Once the fish gets in there, the weight will trigger that. This thing will close. Like I say, this is 80-pound test. Some people use 50-pound or better. Leave that down here. That's, I don't know what else people would like to know, but that's what I know about fishing. And once we get the fish out, we club them so they don't jump back in the water. That's about all I have to say. So.
There are a few questions in the group, if you don't mind taking questions.
Sure.
If you have a question, go ahead and put your hand up. I'll come around with a microphone and we can all hear your question.
Do you tie your own nets, or do you buy those already tied?
My dad used to tie those. I don't know how. I mean, I haven't learned. I think if I had someone to show me, I have a nephew who does it. His name's Tom Williamson. He ties these nets. But there's a lot of elders, they hand this on down. A lot of young guys, younger than I am. I'm in my 50s, so there's young guys that know how to do this, and ladies.
A person in a red shirt and glasses stands on a stage, looking to the side. Behind them is a large screen displaying text about U.S. government departments. A water bottle sits on the stage edge.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Other questions? Or some more? Oh, I thought I saw someone.
How often do you guys go fishing? Once a year, twice a year? And how many do you usually catch at one time?
Well, I usually catch, I have a sister-in-law in Beth House. I usually fish for elders or people that can't fish. I fish for myself, or I fish for our powwow committee. They might need 10 fish. We'll catch 10 fish. This year I didn't catch any fish. So last year I caught 3, and that was enough for me. So.
What type of fish do you prefer to eat, and what type of fish do you normally catch or are looking for in the season?
I caught 3 steelhead this year. Had them smoked, because it's the only way I'll eat steelhead. But I prefer trout. I trout fish quite a bit. And I have 6 or 8 poles at my house. But I haven't been out lately, so. But I was last year. I caught like 4 cutthroat last year.
Do you have a whopper fish story for us?
Not really. Well, let's see. Nah, I better not say. Might embarrass myself. My son's probably thinking, well, what's new, Dad? Yeah, he can tell it.
Are there any other questions? All right, well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming and sharing with us your culture of fishing. Let's give them a big, nice thank you.
Thank you.
If you didn't have an opportunity to check out the pictures they have, you're welcome to come up. We have lots of time, and if you're too shy to ask a question with the microphone, I do welcome you to ask them personally. Thank you all so much for coming. That was a lot.
A completely black frame with no visible content or imagery.